1973, because I started shooting archery when Dick Turk said, "Come on, let's shoot some archery." And I said, "I don't even own a bow." And we went on to do quite well. Some of the members are here that won the state, I think it was 1982, 83. It was a team from Rib Mountain Bowmen. In my tenure, I guess we had some guys that were trying to learn how to log. We did some logging out here. People like Bob Eckert, George Hinty, I'm going to miss some people. Sam, I guess Sam isn't here. But we did get some lumber down, some logs down, and Sam loves to make firewood, as you already know, so yeah, I make firewood then. I had picked up some equipment from Keith Vanderwerf, and many of you do know Keith very well. And what I've got here is some things that he gave me that I want to give to the archery club. The first picture I have here is Jack Dean. Now our older members, do you fellas know Jack Dean?
Yeah, Jack and Betty.
This is the picture that I framed after I had received it from Keith. And I'm going to leave this here at the archery club. I think this is where it belongs. I think these gentlemen, I have it down as one of the first Wisconsin licensed archery, but I have it down as Jack, and this picture is 1943-44. So I'm not sure, but you guys would probably know better. And I don't know if that was the first licensed hunt or not, but that was what was given to me. The second picture I have here, I think our founding fathers are going to be real pleased with. This is another picture that I received from Keith. It has the names on it, and these gentlemen are going to know these people. And I framed this one as well. And as many of you probably know, I was a school teacher, and I see a few faces that in my administrative position I had some time off, and I was teaching a little bit of archery in the fire departments in the high schools. And I wanted to put together arrowheads. I think I put together about 500 that I eventually gave to Keith. Where that collection is now, I don't know. But it was something that I did give to Keith. I think some of you people probably have seen.
Over at the museum in Claytonville, at the Wisconsin Bowmen Museum.
Super. That's a very appropriate place for it. Thanks. So I want to leave this picture here. The names that were given to me: Herman Kaiser, Grace Gesselman, Laura Cranworth, Keith Vanderwerf, Roland Zernicke, and it was my understanding that they're part of the nucleus that started the club. You guys have to help me with this. I don't know. That's only what was told to me and what was given to me. Yeah. This is how it was given to me, but this thing right here. So, and the names were on it. So I thought I would, it's appropriate that it be placed here in the building. I don't know, I guess I don't have a whole lot of other things other than some tremendous memories. Obviously my thanks went to Dick Turk, and Dick and I were teachers together. He kind of taught me how to shoot archery. And one memorable moment was when we were shooting down in the Milwaukee Journal, Sentinel shoot. I can't remember. I know our team was down there about 1982, but I'm not sure the date. I shot a perfect score with 53 X's. I got beat by 57 X's. So there were some good shooters down there, and we had a great time. And thanks to a lot of these guys that I'm seeing faces, that helped this Rib Mountain Bowmen become a successful organization. Thanks to all of you.
Okay, my name is Vanderwerf. This is my wife here. We came from Holland in '64. The one who talked me into archery, because in Holland I never had seen a bow and arrow. Now they have, and in those days didn't know what it was. So I started working for Warsaw Homes, and then Les Hunter was the personnel manager, and he talked me and my wife into joining the club and start shooting archery. So the first thing we did was, buy some bows by Vanderwerf, like you said. So we know him really well. He sold arrows. He always could go there no matter even in the evening. So that's the way we started out. And then, so we were going for a while, and then Les was president, and then I became president. And I think around that time we started the mixed couple league. And the mixed couple league was pretty nice. It was done on Friday night, and then you always would shoot with some other lady, a man. And then they had trophies, and some of the trophies, and I think Les was involved in that, they made them themselves. They brought on along. So these were, let me call them, homemade trophies. So, but they were nice. And of course, they also had the other ones. I mean, we had the coon shoot. We had the coon shoot, and that was pretty nice too. Because then in August, then we had the same thing that you had in Still. So. Now I had a whole list, but I'm going to cut it out. Some of the members, of course, I think I like to mention those because I remember pretty much all the members who were here when I was president. I forget some things, but that I never forget. Some of the old ones were Howard Lilly. Anybody remembers Howard Lilly? Jack Mitchell, that they passed. Dan Barker passed. John Wisniewski is gone. I'm going to tell a little story quick from John Wisniewski. 3 years ago, we always went to Florida in the wintertime, so we didn't shoot at all indoors. But then we didn't go. And so then I told my son, I said, hey, let me join the club and let me get going here. So that's what we did. We joined, came here, and I forgot how to string the bow. I know it went through your leg somehow, but that was all I knew. So who comes through the door? John Wisniewski. I said, hey John, how do you do this? So he showed me how to do it. It was very interesting. Actually, now this besides the fun. What was more interesting, so we came, and so my son had shot before, because I've always been here shooting, and so we come up, we line up, and there is a young fellow, he might be still here, I don't know, I doubt it, and he looks at our bows, he said, holy smoke, if I had something like that, I would have to buy myself a new truck to get here with that thing. So I thought, well, I will get you. So we were standing there, I was shooting from the outside. My son was next to me, and this guy with a big mouth was third one. Of course, with a big sight, all kinds of stuff on that bow. So I start shooting, and bullseye. And he looks at me. He said, how do you do that? I said, well, you noticed one thing. I said, I'm shooting, but you standing here with a beer can in your hand and then try to shoot. Yeah. Anyway, so during that time I was president, I pretty sure think we started thinking about building an addition. And so I think Les and I were involved in that quite a bit. I drew the plans up then, because I'm an engineer, so that came handy. and we got safe approval, and then we had that building built. And so what I understand from Ron Wolf is not here, right? No. From Ron was treasurer, we borrowed $25,000 at the time. I think that's all that was needed, and then we paid off $1,200 every month. That's what Ron told me, so that was pretty good. So then that building, we didn't own a lot of money on that building, so that was very good. Then we started, of course, the shoots in August, outdoors. That was a lot of fun at night. And then, like I said, they made, so we started the mixed couple leagues, the trophies I showed you, so they made some trophies, and Les was involved in that. They made some trophies for that, it was very nice. You can have a look after a while. And, let me see, what was I going to say? I remember in the winter time, when we joined in the beginning, if we had a board meeting in the winter time, it was at the Beehive. It was then still the Beehive. The reason why, because nobody could get in here in the winter time. I mean, we have studded ties, if you know what studded ties, but they didn't help a thing. So that was very interesting, I thought. So that's when we had the meetings. And a couple of things I'd like to mention. Ron Schuster, he's here. One time Ron went into the woods we were shooting, and then Ron came back with a big pine snake. He shot a pine snake. And so he threw it in a car. And I know exactly what we did afterwards, and then finally, so he went back to the car, then of course the snake wasn't dead, he was crawling. That was very interesting also. Yeah, I got bit, my wife said bit. Well, I think we will leave it there. I remember a couple of guys like Bob Eckert. Bob is not here, Bob Eckert. No. I remember that always impressed me. He was shooting instinctive here too. He had a bow, there was a 100-pound bow. I mean, he pulled that thing back like nothing. I always still remember that. So he was a pretty good shooter. Well, anyway, so the building, we got I think the building built around that time also, and then I noticed you guys tore it down, and we have a nice new building also. I think, well, let me quit because we got some more people.